This is a messy desk. I'm working on a monitor review and a mini PC review. You'll notice that I don't have any speakers on it. And you know what suck? Built-in speakers on monitors, typically, not always. But fortunately, I was contacted by a company that specializes in speakers, and they sent over 2 boxes of speakers, both of which I'm going to review. The difference is they're slightly different speakers, one slightly bigger, one slightly smaller, but you can use them both for, sound system audio. You can use them both for behind speaker audio. I'm not an audiophile. I don't even like that term because it has a bit of a pretentious sound to it, in my opinion, but I am an audio enthusiast. I listen to music. Most people do, but I listen to music a lot, and I'm critical of audio on many devices that I review, laptops and that. And so I think that I'm at least somewhat capable of doing a subjective/objective review of these Edifier speakers. The format of this video is pretty straightforward. We're going to start with the little ones, the M60. We'll unbox them and set them up. Then we'll do the MR3, unbox them and set them up. Then we're going to do the individual tests for each one of them back to back. And then what we'll do is we'll jump into some comparison footage, audio tests between the 2 of them, and then we'll just come with some conclusions. Now, these are probably, it depends on your setup, I guess, before I say this, but these are probably ones that are a bit more tailored towards the average person's nice behind speaker setup, because they're a really good size. They're not too huge. This is a mini PC, not a big PC, it's a mini PC. So these are relatively small, if you can see that there. They're not gigantic. So they fit very nicely on a beside the speaker kind of setup here. This is a monitor that I'm working on. I actually have a slightly bigger monitor, like my actual monitor. So, it would be more like here. You get a traditional analog connector. Is RCA, is that the right term here? So you get left and right audio into that. So again, if you have a receiver, you can use that. USB-C to USB-C, and you get your power. So there is a plethora of audio connectors, auxiliary. You can do auxiliary. I actually don't have anything to plug auxiliary in like this. I just don't have a TV on hand. I do have one, but I just don't have it on hand. To that, I'm not bringing up a freaking CRT. So that's fine. This can go into, I think my laptop has a headphone jack. Boom, speaker set 2, MR3. Not sure if I'm going to do this in one video or a separate video. The other ones were the M60. I'm reviewing both of them in separate videos, I think, but I'm going to have crossover between them so you can do the comparison. What do we get for goodies? Power, analog to is RCA, and you actually get like straight analog, old school. So those are the big boys. I'm going to bring in the baby boys, which are not that small, but also not that big. Here's the M60s. Slightly different white is interesting. Okay. I consider these to be very small speakers. They're not as small as like a tiny little, like what are they called? Pebble? Whatever the heck those things are called. But they're small. Like this is a 13-inch laptop. 13-inch laptop, not a 14, not a 15, it's a 13-inch laptop. Look at how small that is compared to them. Look how small they are compared to it. And even these big boys are not that big. I mean, compared to a very small laptop, not that big. But they are slightly different in terms of what they're trying to do here. So if you're looking for, specifically behind monitor speakers for a setup, you want like serious audio, but there's some space consciousness going on, you may want to go for the M60s. I will put them, actually, you know what? I'll put them over here in the background. We'll go back to here. So the MR here. So these are the MR3s, a little bit more serious. I use Edifier shelf speakers that are bigger than this, bookshelf speakers. They're slightly bigger than this. They're a Bluetooth model. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I'll flash it on, and they're fantastic. They're bigger though. Headphone, auxiliary, so you can set these up somewhere, potentially right in front of you, and just plug your headphones into it. You actually get a dial control on here rather than the top. These ones have a dial control, audio control on the top there, a little touch thing. Obviously you get a big boomer tweeter. That's for the boomer there. A lot more controls here on the back, so you do get your analog wired in, speaker out. Audio, RCA, which it doesn't come with that style of RCA, it comes with this. So you can plug that, here we are, and that goes into your computer. You can do that. Different acoustic tuning, Bluetooth on and off, and that there. And you can do individual audio channels there. So let's get it plugged in. I'm obviously going to do analog for now, because I'm going to be hooking it up to a laptop. I don't have a receiver. So there's controls on top. See that there? nice and kind of, good Lord. That works. Those controls work independently of the Windows terminal. So you have the Windows here. You can see that there. So we'll watch that, and you can see here it doesn't turn it because it's analog right now. See? So we'll just turn this up to max and I'll use Windows. That's max. All right, I'm gonna do one more song. Okay. So this one's probably gonna get like crazy loud, so I may have to like back up during it. But I will warn you ahead of time, please, for the love of God, watch your headphones. Let's get this thing started. We'll do a little tuning as we go, but okay, it's not that loud yet. Holy crap, okay. Ooh. You can really get the bass up. That's debased, debased. That's heavy bass. I'm gonna keep the bass up slightly because I listen to like gangster rap, so. So just be aware you can actually listen to the bass turning. I'll do a little segment here. I'll turn it down ever so slightly so it's not just blown out. I actually like the bass boosted ever so slightly. Okay, so obviously there's a ton of freaking bass here, obviously. Like, let's be serious here. Okay, so watch your headphones. I'm gonna get some volume here. This is gonna probably blow my eardrums out of my head. So just watch your headphones. Oh my God. Holy crap. These are freaking incredible. The MR3 and the M60 over there. So we have the M60, let's get that here. We have the M60s there. Shockingly good for the size. Shockingly good for the size. Probably good for my setup. So do I think you should buy them? Yes, but I don't know which one you should buy. It's going to depend on your setup. Now, these guys here, they're a little smaller, a little more compact, but still shockingly good for the size. Shockingly good for the size. I think for a lot of people who have like a limited space setup like me, and you're doing like, desktop level, if you're a streamer or if you're a gamer, wow, the amount of audio you can get out of these is shocking. Media consumption, that kind of stuff. I think probably you would lean towards these guys here, the slightly smaller set. You're going to be totally fine with them. They're going to blow your socks off. You could still go with the big boys. You could really go with the big boys, especially if you're a huge audiophile. You listen to a lot of music and you move around your house and you only have one audio setup. They're all going to fill your whole house easily. But this one, they're just bigger. They're just a bigger set there overall. There's a little bit more, I guess, resonance for them. But you can see there that the actual speaker size is not hugely different, right? The tweeter is the same, I guess. The actual speaker size isn't hugely different there. So they're not like totally out of the realm of each other. They're both very good. When I listen to both of them, they both sound fantastic. I think for a limited setup like me, this is going to be more what I lean towards. I already have a set of Edifier bookshelf speakers in my TV that are slightly bigger than this. I wish I had these, to be honest, because those ones, again, I don't have a lot of room in that area. So these would have been perfect for my setup for that area there, and maybe they are. So I think these are going to be perfect for basically like an actual media setup. So if you have a sound system, like a proper sound system, or with a receiver in that, everything set up, these are going to be truly fantastic. I also think that they're better than soundbars. Soundbars are better than a TV. Like they're going to beat out a TV, but there's still a lot of limitations to it. These here are going to crush a soundbar, generally speaking. You're going to be able to actually get proper stereo separation on them, and they're really just going to blow your socks off. If you're paying all this money for a really high-end TV, I mean, just put the money out there and get yourself a nice set of speakers. They're not expensive. If you're paying for a nice gaming setup or media consumption setup with a monitor, you get yourself a nice OLED screen or something like that, and you get yourself the RTX 5090, and then you have shitty monitor speakers. Come on. Or like little pebbles or something. Don't do that to yourself. Get these here. Actually will massively increase the enjoyment you're going to get out of gaming. So those are the speakers there. It's a quick review. They're fantastic. Both sets are big. Both sets are fantastic. It's just going to come down to how large you want. Probably a little bit leaning towards this for the computer setup, and obviously leaning towards this for the TV setup. But I think both. You could use this as a TV. You could use this as a monitor behind monitor setup and be fine. So that's the review.